Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we are taking a really fascinating look at the hidden, everyday realities of the film industry. We usually only see the glitz, the glamour, and that perfectly polished final product up on the silver screen. But today we're flipping the script. We're going to experience the unwritten rules and deeply entrenched workplace dynamics of Bollywood, completely through the eyes of an outsider who is just trying to break in. So I want you to put yourself in this scenario for just a second. Imagine you are a young actress who didn't grow up in the film industry. You don't come from a famous film family. You haven't been soaking in this on-set culture since childhood. So what actually happens when an outsider enters Bollywood and tries to learn the ropes? Well, you have to navigate this incredibly complex maze of power dynamics, unspoken hierarchies, and subtle biases that everyone else just seems to accept as, well, the way things are. It's a totally daunting task. And as we'll see, every single day basically becomes a test of resilience against biases you literally didn't even know existed. Section 1. The outsider looking in, setting the stage. Okay, let's dive into this. To really understand this dynamic, we're looking at a recent, highly revealing conversation that Bollywood actress Kriti Sanon had on Lily Singh's channel. Because Kriti entered the industry as a complete outsider, she actually sees the quiet, pervasive culture that the insiders are totally blind to. Entering this glamorous world isn't just about hitting your marks, It's about navigating exactly how you are treated when the cameras aren't rolling. And what she observed tells us a whole lot about where the industry currently stands, and honestly, how far it still has to go. Section 2. The illusion of progress. The surface. I like to think of the industry like a giant iceberg. At the very tip, the part that everyone sees, there's absolutely undeniable progress. Kriti herself acknowledges that actresses are finally receiving stronger, way more layered scripts. The on-screen representation is fantastic. But for the actress actually living it, that surface is kind of deceiving. There is a massive layer of bias hiding right below the waterline, persisting in the everyday reality of film sets. Section 3. The Curiosity Double Standard. The Deep Dive. Imagine you're poring over your script, right? You really want to nail a scene, so you ask the director a thoughtful question. As a female actor, the response you often get is this dismissive, "Oh, don't overanalyze it." But when a male star exhibits that exact same curiosity, he's praised. The crew says, "Okay, this can be done," and he is applauded for being very involved. And this brilliantly illustrates how the exact same behavior is labeled entirely differently based purely on gender. It's the exact same professional dedication essentially weaponized against you. In fact, Kriti shared a direct quote of what is actually muttered on set when a female actor seeks clarity. They'll say, "Kitne sawal puchti hai ye? Arey, 50 sawal shuru ho jayenge." Translated, that basically means she asks so many questions. Here we go, she's about to start asking 50 questions. I mean, think about how humiliating and isolating that lived experience is. Instead of being seen as a dedicated artist trying to do your job, people are rolling their eyes at you and treating you like an annoyance. Section 4. Microaggressions on set. The invisible hierarchy. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how, beyond the creative side of things, an outsider actress quickly realizes that everyday logistics are dictated by this totally invisible hierarchy of fear. Female actors are frequently taken for granted with things like smaller cars or smaller rooms, but the absolute most telling symptom, assistant directors routinely call the female actors to the set first, entirely out of fear of keeping the male actor waiting. The crew is literally terrified of the male stars, and that fear creates a wildly unequal playing field day in and day out. Section 5. Respect over perks. The resolution. Let's look at this quote. "My point is, I am not bothered even if I get a smaller room or car, but don't make me feel less." This right here, this is the absolute emotional crux of the outsider's experience. This isn't some diva fight over the size of a vanity van or the brand of a car. It is a fight for fundamental professional respect. It's about looking around a massive, bustling film set and asking to simply be valued as an equal contributor rather than an afterthought. So all of this leaves us with a pretty vital question to ponder. If the roles are getting stronger on screen, when will the respect catch up behind the scenes? It's a really powerful reminder that true evolution isn't just about what we, the audience, see at the cinema. It's really about how an industry treats its outsiders when the cameras finally stop rolling. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer. Keep questioning the surface, keep looking deeper, and I'll see you next time.